-17 outside on a frigid January night. Absolutely freezing.
This is Elaine Chuli. Makes her fourth start of the season. 2-1 on the year, but 8-2 in her PWHL career. And this rivalry is about as fierce as it gets. Marie-Philippe Poulin coming off her second career PWHL hat-trick, brought the crowd to its feet just a night ago. And 24 hours later, she wins the opening face-off, and we are underway. Comes from the point with Renata Fast, who had a 3-point night 2 nights ago in Minnesota. Career high for the defender. Comes in below the goal line. Fast pinches down, and it comes back to Malte. Shot towards the goal from Harmon. That's off a stick and wide. In below the goal line, Daryl Watts. As Toronto off to a good start. Be interesting to see how these two teams react after a 25-30 minute delay. Finally intercepted and brought back by the Victoire. Barnes in over the line, and shot that goes in wide of the goal from Abby Boreen. Boreen 5 goals, 3 assists on the year. Another big threat for Montreal, and it's certainly been big in the 3-game absence of Laura Stacey.
Well, a huge addition to this team, but you watch her net front and how big, how strong she is, how tough, and she's like a dog on a bone for loose pucks.
O'Neill's taken down below the goal line. Referees allow play to continue in the Toronto zone. Up the wall. Comfort riding a 3-game point streak, gets the puck to Turnbull, and the Toronto captain likes to dump the puck in. The first couple of games, Turnbull followed Marie-Philippe Poulin all over the ice. It'll be interesting to see how Coach Troy decides to manage things tonight on the road.
Well, doesn't suspect that he's going to be able to get that matchup all the time, but I think if he can, he's going to want it.
Up to the point, Flanagan looks towards the goal. Shot off of the glove and wide. Picking back up by Izzy Daniel. Scored already once against Montreal this year. Another shot from the point through a screen over top of the goal. Daniel races to the puck first. A centering feed comes towards the goal from Maggie Connors. Finally, the Victoire take it, and needing a change, get the puck in. Just over the red line, and Hannah Miller.
And Victoire just looking to get their feet underneath them. It took them a little while last game. For Toronto, it's the start that was really the point of emphasis for Troy Ryan. He said, our starts have not been good enough.
Daniel dumps the puck in and is set to head off on a change. Figuring out how to be a pro.
Well, and I think with Izzy Daniel, it's a willingness to learn and willingness to admit that there's a learning curve with this league.
Puck out to the neutral zone. McKinnon fights for the puck there. Too far for the Sceptres, and it's wrapped in again around the horseshoe. Youngblood there to the puck. Nobody covering at the point, though, as Montreal started to change. Bergman back in her own end. Chip forward. Victoire on a delayed offside here as O'Neill was a half step too far. She peels off to the bench, and that allows Toronto with Emma Woods to break out. Another flip in. It's a one-hopper on Chuli. Below the goal line, Anna Wilgren plays in behind the goal to Barnes. Chipped up again and into the Montreal bench. Keppel gets the puck to the center ice area, and it's sent in again by Montreal. Takes a funny hop off the end boards, and that allows Montreal centering pass. It was quickly cut down, but it comes back to Mariah Keppel at the point. Michaela Grant-Mentis, the Brampton, Ontario native, just outside of Toronto. Against her hometown city tonight. There's a heavy check there as Stacey back from injury, but not shying away from the physicality. Here's Turnbull in over the line, had a shot blocked. Turnbull goes down, gets back on her skates, hustles to the puck. Comfer is there and just dumps it over to an open side. Gosling races there. Stacey beats her to the puck, though. 6 minutes, 30 seconds gone in this opening frame. Shots 5-1, favoring the Victoire so far.
They've come out strong, and it's an area that they've been good this season. Coach Corey Chevry said it's her third periods that she thinks are the weakest of the 3 right now for her team. Although with her record, I'm going to say they put some pretty good 60-minute performances together.
I was going to say we're picking at some details here when you've won 3 in a row and picked up points in 8 of the last 9. Montreal has quickly risen up the standings.
That's what a coach's job is, isn't it? Pick up the details.
Out to the neutral zone, a good pass in over the line, and a centering feed from Connors. That's just too far for Hannah Miller, who's been on a hot stretch lately as well for Toronto. Up to the point, here's Fast. 10 assists on the year, matched her total through 24 games last year. Just took 13 to reach that total this year, but it's taken back by Amanda Boulier and dumps the puck in, and that line heads off. And below the goal line, the speedy Fast leads the rush. Left side on the backhand, circling the net. Fast still with the puck all the way out the other side. No shot towards the goal, plays it down on the half wall, comes back up to the point. Fast a shot, tipped on goal, and Chuli reacted well to make a good save.
Oh, there's another good shot they've got through at the point. Again, it's just that patience.
Molte looking for the puck and causing some problems and forcing Chuli to cover up. 12:07 to go. Yes, we're just getting started in Laval tonight. Montreal and Toronto.
There she is, Marie-Philippe Poulin. Welcome back to Place Belle. What a couple nights it's been for her. She already started hot this evening, and last night, of course, she had the hat trick. Let's go all the way back to Vancouver, though, when she had this great one-timer from her knees, the Superman goal, and here's the one-timer last night. She can rip the puck, and her teammates have taken notice. Her new line mate, Jen Gardner, said, "Did anybody have a shot clock in the net?" She was looking for the speed of that. I think it would have been pretty darn fast, Matt Cullen, had it been clocked.
No kidding. I don't think any goalie was stopping that. There's a shot that comes in out to the crease and in below the goal line as the Sceptres continue to press. Goalless so far in Montreal. Watts first to the puck in the attacking zone, back up to the point. A shot comes in, big screen in front again. That seems to be the memo for the Sceptres. Bodies in front. Another shot. It's sticked away by Chuli. Watts spins away. Centering pass. Barnes got a stick on that to tip it away from danger. And Lena Youngbloom is able to get the puck to Kristen O'Neill, and Montreal is out to center. In over the lines, Barnes jumps up to join, is taken down, and the referee at center ice, arm in the air, and there's going to be a Victoire power play midway through the first period.
Gail Barnes draws this on Ali Monroe. I don't think she agrees with this one. She's looking just for the poke check. Barnes got in a little tight when she was trying to make that move, but nevertheless, Montreal is going to go to the power play, and this is a power play that has been hot as of late. You need to watch out. Monroe, little poke check. See the stick right there, and Kayla Barnes skates.
Barnes and Poulin patrolling the left side of this power play. Gardner's up top, now shifts over. Barnes tries to go skate to stick. That doesn't work, and is taken quickly back by the Sceptres and took the puck all the way down the ice. This penalty kill for Toronto has been in a tough spot lately.
Well, it has, and we talked about them getting 3 power play goals against Minnesota, but they gave up 2 on the other side of it. So the penalty kill looking to improve.
Just 71% on the season. It's been a big thorn in the sides of the Sceptres so far this year. Montreal tries to go back to work. It's the captain, Marie-Philippe Poulin, lost the puck, and once again Turnbull will chase after this puck. Ambrose back in row and to Youngbloom.
This is one of the things we saw from Montreal, that they've got 2 really solid units. Ambrose comes out with hers. She's going to quarter pack the second unit of the power play, and they've been good as well.
Taden is in over the line, and another penalty coming up. This time it's the referee below the goal line calling an interference minor.
Now this looks like it's going to even things out. Montreal's going to go to the penalty box.
Looks like Dubois is being directed towards the sin bin.
Well, and again, it doesn't look like she agrees with this penalty either, but do they ever? I don't think they do. We're going to go 4-on-4 for about a minute. You see Dubois coming in on the right side of the screen, just running a little interference at the blue line.
Scored that big goal in Quebec City in her hometown against Ottawa 2 weekends ago. So 4-on-4 for the next minute or so. 52 seconds and below the goal line. It's taken back by the Sceptres. Turnbull has the puck in below the goal line. Gets away from Ambrose. Wraparound attempt. Chuli is there. Rebound is loose in front and just batted away at the last second from Emma Molte. More Toronto pressure, long shot on goal. Chuli has got the save and will hang on to the rebound.
All these power plays are up this year. You've got to think that it's because of the new rule, that no escape rule, really led to some offense.
Toronto is on its power play as well, coming off a 3 power play goal night against Minnesota Frost. A big reason why they were able to get that one into overtime. Comfort is in over the line. This one's barely onside, in below the goal line. The dangerous Sarah Nurse whips it back up to Fast. At the point, Watts. Lots of time as this power play sets things up. Fast again. Plays back towards the middle. Shot towards the goal. Just missed. Rebound, scores! And the power play comes through again. The Sceptres on the road lead 1-0.
Sometimes it's just as simple as that, and what they've been doing well at 5-on-5, which is getting the puck to the point, getting those point shots through. Jessie Comfort, who has been good for this team this year, another player going to rivalry series. You see her go net front, take away the eyes. That point shot misses the net, but she's picking up the rebound off the boards and banking it in. Nice puck movement. Fast to Miller. Comfort champs it in.
So make it back-to-back goals for Jessie Comfort, making a 4-game point streak as well. This is Julie's first action since January the 12th. The game against the Minnesota Frost, so it's been a few weeks of action, but no rust. Here's the goal scorer, Comfort for the Sceptres. Works her way out on the back end, feeds back to the point, shot blocked it away again by Julie. That's a neat save off of Carter. At the point again, McKinnon trying a shot on goal. Grant Mentis blocked it. Maybe a chance for Montreal to skate. Michaela Grant Mentis is in over the line. The pass, though, is too far, and she's pinned up against the boards. Wilgren's shot gloved away by Campbell. Barnes pinches in deep, and the Victoire try and get back on the attack after an extended period hemmed up in their own end.
Well, once again, Toronto trying to get some point shots through, and Anna Wilgren, who has done a really good job defensively, does a great job in front to battle with Julia Gosling. That's not easy.
Youngbloom is in over the line, 1-on-2, cuts towards the goal, backhander, stopped by Campbell, stayed with her the whole way. More pressure, bouncing in, scores! Campbell! Just like that, Montreal gets it back. Kemple, it's 1-1.
Well, Kemple gets the goal. Erin Ambrose picks up the puck for her. And Montreal, and everything has been going right for this team right now. Youngbloom with a burst of speed on this initial chance. Campbell, nice save. They throw it back to the net. Laura Stacey, there's Keppel on the doorstep. That puck bounces out to her. And Toronto, who has been all over this Montreal team, not able to find the back of the net. Montreal comes down the ice, and they get that one. Similar story to yesterday. First period, not great for this team.
But you let this team hang around.
You let them hang around.
Couple of big saves from Chuli, back down the other way, and it's a 1-1 hockey game. And this place is pumping again with 2:45 to go. So second of the year for Keppel. And she's on the ice again, keeps the puck in at the left point. In deep with Boreen, who was shaken up earlier, but back on the ice. And quick skating of Rana Fast is in over the line, centering feed, and Daniel has it sneak under her stick on a promising 3-on-2. Daniel heads off to the bench, out the front door. Boreen delivers a body check as now Montreal starts its own change.
Well, that was your textbook 3-on-2 to hit that cross seam pass, and the puck just goes under Daniel's stick.
Stacey picking up the primary assist on Keppel's second of the season, and Youngbloom, who started the rush, that burst of speed, also credited on the helper. Tabin at the line, long shot, Campbell makes the save and hangs on. Both teams in double digits in shots in this opening period.
Finished poorly, they still seem to find a way. They're just finding ways right now. I mean, that goal that they just scored, though, Laura Stacey, then jumping onto the second line, I kind of think when they have her back in the lineup, not the 13 forward, that's where they're going to slot her in, really strengthen that line.
Tabin tried to get the puck towards the front of the goal. It's taken back by the Sceptres, and Turnbull's in, takes a shot, a blocker save from Chuli. Another centering feed in front. Michaela Grant-Mentis intercepts that and back the other way. George tried to get the puck to the middle. LaBelle up top. Wilgren Some room to think about the next move. It's a shot on goal and kicked away again by Campbell. In below the goal line. Good to see Dalton back on the ice as well. After taking that shot to the wrist area.
And Wilgren with a nice shot. We've been talking a lot about the point shots for Toronto, but Wilgren with the same patience to get that puck through.
Puck dumped in, and Toronto quickly back out to the neutral zone. The pass, though, too far for that icing play, but it's quickly beat out by Watts, and back the other way come the Victoire. Hard hand out to the neutral zone as Murphy goes down. And below the goal line, 2-on-2 battle. Clear to George, tries to get the puck towards the slot area. Sceptres do a good job and intercept that, and Campbell back at the red line and is able to fire it back in. Campbell out of the goal, but receives pressure. Undefeated the puck quickly. It's out along the wall and out to the neutral zone. Just 15 seconds to go in period number one. A 1-1 tie between these two rivals. Campbell very active in this first period. On the puck again and fending off a couple of Toronto defenders, and then gets rocked into the boards and gets right back up.
That is Renata Fast's third big hit of the period.
Took a while to get up and going, but we're after one in Montreal. Set for period number two. It's a cold night in Montreal. This building, though, as lively as ever. A couple of big saves from the Victoire goaltender led to the tying goal. We begin period number two. It's been a big one for Montreal. They're the best second period team this year in the PWHL. On the other side of things, Toronto has given up 15 second period goals. That's the most so far. So what will it be here in the next 20-minute segment? Right now it's the Victoire controlling a shot towards the goal. That's knocked down and out to the neutral zone. That's too far for Malte. Taken back by Poulin.
Well, this Montreal team, were they ever good last night in the second period? Coming off a first period where they looked a little sleepy, they put 3 in the net, so it's a scary team when they get their legs under them.
Dumped down the ice. This goes as an icing call. 46 seconds gone here. Alexandre Labelle on the draw. Gets an extra shot on Turnbull, and they exchange cross checks right in the circle. Turnbull didn't like the extra run-up that Labelle had leading up to that draw. Out to the neutral zone, though, and it's dumped in, and Chuli waits for the puck. Tabin is there, and it's out to Dalton. Out to the neutral zone. Labelle skates in over the line on her backhand, circles in behind. Centering pass was loose for a second. Turnbull goes down again in a heap with Labelle as those two meet again. 3-on-2 rush for the Sceptres. In over the line, shot. Good block by Tabin. Count it down for block number 11 in the contest for the Victoire. Pressure not done. Centering pass towards Chuli. Puck is loose, and Hannah Miller had a whack at it. Comes to McKinnon. Keeps it in at the point in below the goal line. Taken back again by Hannah Miller. Pass over to Danielle. It was in her skates and couldn't control it. Back out to the neutral zone.
Toronto pressing again. Montreal, though, you talk about those block shots, doing a really nice job to get in lanes and make it difficult.
Opportunity to skate for Dubois. In over the line, hauled down. Referees letting them play tonight. 3:10 gone here in the second period. Montreal wins a puck battle. Comes back to Barnes. Lots of room to shoot through a screen. Puck never got through to Campbell. And it's taken back and out to the neutral zone from Connors. Watts makes a nice move. One move, but not the second, as that was read perfectly in front and knocked away. And back out to the neutral zone. It's Poulin, a 1-on-2, lowers the shoulder, but couldn't get towards the front of the goal. Watts couldn't locate the puck. It was right behind her. Harmon does a good job just sending it off to the corner, and this time Watts does get the puck out to the neutral zone. For Malte, neat little play to kick it forward.
A great battle.
In over the line, centering pass in front. There will be a Montreal penalty coming up as there was a collision in front. So it'll be Toronto to the power play for the second time here tonight.
Daryl Watts with a good chance, and a player that would love to get a goal. She hasn't scored in quite some time, and a beauty cut to the middle of the ice in order to get a scoring chance for this Toronto team. And there's your penalty. Sarah Nurse draws this one. Sarah Nurse with 3 power play goals this season.
Corey Chevry explaining some things over at the Montreal bench leads us to a power play. It's brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel Paper Towel. Power through tough messes. Toronto 1 for 1 tonight on the 5-on-4, and they'll try and do it again. In over the line, Malte takes a look left and then right, tries to get it back up to the point, does for a second. Good battle there. Flanagan held it in with some help from Turnbull. Below the goal line, Barnes had some time to get it up the wall, but not out. Held again by Turnbull. 1-on-2. This Toronto power play has not set things up yet. Barnes in a tight space is able to find Stacey. Or Stacey up the wall once again. Toronto prevents the clearing. Briefly anyway, now finally down the ice, 45 seconds gone in the minor to Wilgren.
Well, some good penalty killing from Montreal, just recognizing when to pressure the puck, that they have Toronto in a vulnerable position. Toronto really struggling to get the puck off of the wall.
Harmon in over the line, a soft dump in, looking for Daryl Watts. Been active already in the second period. Ambrose though cuts that off, and Dalton on the backhand doesn't get it out. Now Toronto will set up this power play. 45 seconds to go. Right to the slot. That one just missed on a neat little drive in front. Hannah Miller down below the goal line. Centering feed out in front. Big save. Chuli, who got enough, stayed in play. Bounces high off the glass. Izzy Daniel gets it back to Comfort. Toronto's goal scorer on the ice on this power play. At the point, Renata Fast plays over far side, tipped in front, Chuli the save, and she's got the rebound as well. Some nervous moments right on top of the crease, but Chuli has got it again.
That's a huge save for Elaine Chuli, and Toronto, who finally gets their power play set up, and once they do, they get a couple of really nice looks. Daryl Watts just walking right into that slot area. Can't find the back of the net, then a nice nifty little pass to just Comfort. She gets that shot up, and it goes over. Great goaltending. Sometimes your goalie has got to be your best penalty killer. Elaine Chuli.
So Comfort will come in, wins it to the side, and Toronto controls. Back to the point, quick passing to try and set up the power play again. Held in at the point barely by Jesse Comfort, who now gets it down to the half wall. Turnbull shot blocked. LaBelle tries to clear, gets to the line, not out. 5 seconds to go in the power play. Wilgren waiting in the penalty area. Comfort tries to fend off a check. Back to 5-on-5. Toronto 1 for 2 on the man advantage now. Shot towards the goal. It's a blocker save. Monroe in deep. More Sceptres pressure. Dumped in behind for Gosling, who lets it go. A pinching alley. Monroe will try and keep the play alive. Sent up the wall by Boulier, and once again not out. Good pressure again from the Sceptres.
Yeah, the Sceptres with a little extra time on that power play based on the line change.
Up top, Fast tries to find a lane to shoot. Blocked in front. Chuli, another big save, denying Miller in tight. She had to fight for it, but some good lateral movement from Elaine Chuli. Sometimes your goaltender's got to be your best penalty killer, and Chuli's got a couple of big saves here in period 2.
But what can you do? Girls just want to have fun, and you can see her in there with Ivy Hurt, Haley Samira enjoying some popcorn. Still, Matt Cullen, the PWHL all-time leading scorer right now.
Nothing wrong with a little sing-along, and nothing wrong with a little goal scoring as well. She has missed the entire season so far, and she's still #1 in the PWHL record books.
When I asked her about the singing, she said she got a few texts from friends.
Centering pass in front, scores! Maureen Murphy. And Montreal leads 2-1.
Did we say that Laura Stacey was going to have an impact on this game? She's been playing up and down the lineup as this 13th forward, and she gets the assist here in Fast on the forecheck. Great stick to put that puck free, and there's a quick pass out front to Maureen Murphy. This team knew what it was missing with her out of the lineup. She inserts back in. That's 2 assists.
We'll talk about an immediate impact. The 13th forward has been in on both goals for the Montreal Victoire, who have been outplayed for, at times, large stretches, but let him hang around, Becky, and all of a sudden it's a 2-1 lead, and the league's best second period team cashes in again.
Opportunistic.
Almost turned over again by Turnbull. It's right in front of Campbell, who hasn't been overly busy in this second period. As they announce Murphy's second of the season. It's 8 straight coming into tonight without a point, so you know that one feels good. Toronto trying to answer back. And below the goal line, it's gobbled up quickly by Poulin, who leads the league in scoring with 8 goals this year, and Poulin and company are able to chip it in deep. Jars McKinnon off the puck on what was a bit of an awkward exchange. And Poulin heads off.
Now leading the league with 8 goals. You knew it was just a matter of time.
2 back of Natalie Spooner in terms of all-time goals for those counting at home.
Which is still incredible. Natalie Spooner was able to do that in a season.
Natalie Spooner has been practicing and has been on the road trip with the Sceptres. 1 more game to go before the international break, but it sounds like it's a question of when, not if, in terms of her back on the ice soon. So Montreal leads 2-1. Boulier at the point, gets it back up. Taven shot looking for a tip in front. Off of these active end boards, it pops back out. Taken back by the Sceptres, who were able to get it to the line, but Boulier holding her ground, keeps it in. Here's Dubois, takes the shot off of Carter's leg and in behind the goal. Woods battles for this puck in the Toronto zone. 11:15 to go in this middle frame. Taken out by Bavarova. Carter, a little flip pass out to the neutral zone looking for Willoughby. Jarred off the puck by Barnes, and Grant Mentis turns the puck back into her own end. It's chipped forward. McKinnon still with a couple of ice chips on her hockey pants as she gets the puck out to the neutral zone, and Chuli is out to play it. LaBelle gives the puck away right in the slot, and Dalton's there to recover and intercept, and LaBelle will thank her for that. Skates the puck out to the neutral zone, and Daniel back in her own end for the Sceptres, who are down the goal after what was a very positive first period. Wilgren shields herself from a couple of body checks, gets it over to Grant Mentis. She's unable to clear the zone. More good Toronto pressure. Connors feeds it over. One-time shot. That didn't miss by much. That was Miller on that far side. Harmon shot. That was blocked down again by Dalton, who's had herself a night in the block shot category. This time not as painful as she's able to get the puck and get it in deep.
You just hope those ones don't get you in those vulnerable spots, and she gets that one in the wrist or in the hand, and those hurt, but she's back out.
Not cleared by Toronto. Turned over. Shot towards the goal. Campbell responds with a blocker save. Rebound to the corner. Harmon has to fight for the puck there. It's taken back by Miller. Pushes it right back into the crowd. 9:45. We're midway through this hockey game. It's a 3-on-3 rush, and fast at the end of the shift, we'll just dump this in. Ambrose, who has 8 assists in the last 6 games. There's a heavy collision, and Poulin is involved. Sarah Nurse as well. Talk about some star power there.
Poulin with a little bit of a desperation move. She knew she needed to get that puck out.
Here's a rush for the Sceptres. In over the line. The shot comes in. Didn't get through. Once again, Montreal getting in front of shots. Here's Stacey. 2 assists on the game in her return after missing 3. Watts charges back for Toronto. Circles the net. Out the near side. Centering feed. But again, that's that commitment to defense from the Victoire. Able to get the puck out. Once again, fans call for a penalty. Here's a chance for a 2-on-1. In towards the goal. Centering feed in front. And Stacey that close to popping this building's lid off. Hustles to the bench after that close call.
On a great defensive play at one end of the ice. A good stick to break up a play. Leads to offense and a 2-on-1 the other way for Montreal.
Watts gains the red line, dumps it in. Chuli out to play it, takes a look around, shovels it over to Taven. Taven, though, unable to advance the puck. Once again, Toronto causing Montreal some problems in its own end. McKinnon goes down below the goal line. Here's Turnbull trying to centering pass. Bouvier got in front of that. More Blair Turnbull for the Sceptres. Tries the cycle game. Back up to the top of the point. Played over, shot on goal, and Chuli makes the save off of Megan Carter. With 8:12 to go in period number 2, it's been the Laura Stacey show. A couple of helpers, and Montreal 2-1.
I'm with Victoire head coach Corey Chevry. And Corey, second half of a back-to-back, you didn't know what it looked like pregame. Yeah, what does it look like to you right now?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a little bit of a slow start, but I really like the way our team has responded here in the second. It's kind of been a theme over the past 2 games, but a lot of resilience on this team.
Does it feel like a similar game to last night?
Yeah, a little bit. I still think, we need to clean it up just a little bit in our details and our habits and let them spend a little less time in our D zone, but I'm liking the pushback here for sure.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you so much.
Liking the pushback indeed. Stacey to Murphy, and it's 2-1 Montreal. That's been the main point of emphasis here in the second period. Similar to last night, Montreal went down 1-0 in the first period, but battled back. Here's Turnbull for the Sceptres, in over the line, has Gothic, shot on goal! Too many bodies in front to get one through. Off the side of the netting in behind the goal. Close call for Toronto trying to equalize. Back up to Comfort, who's done a little bit of everything tonight for the Sceptres. Another shot that goes in behind the goal and now sent up out of play. Was it tipped out of play? No. Looks like it's going to be a penalty here on the Victoire.
Lots of break for Toronto as they're pushing again, and they come down the ice and get another opportunity driving the net. They've got 3 players driving in to try to clean this one up. That really all started from the breakout. Megan Carter talked about her and the huge addition that she has been to this team. And just a nice, solid breakout, simple, gets the puck moving up ice and allows them to go on the offense.
So it's a delay of game penalty to Kristen O'Neill. The discussion right now around the Montreal crease about that. But they do have the penalty up on the board to O'Neill. It's a power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel Paper Towel. Toronto 5 for its last 10. On the power play and 1 for 2 tonight. They win the draw. Right able to get it towards the goal, though. It's Murphy on a neat backhander, sends it all the way down the ice. Youngboom has already got an assist in the game. Was thinking jailbreak, but couldn't get to the puck.
Run out of fast, wins that race, gets down, gets inside position to win the puck.
Toronto's third attempt, 5-on-4. In this hockey game, Nurse is barely onside, but unable to steam in on the forecheck, and that allows Montreal once again to get the puck down the ice, and Stacey's there. This time beats fast. Centering pass in front. Look who was loose. Poulin was wide open, and Stacey just missed her. Here come the Sceptres. Malte. Centering pass in front. Scores! Hannah Miller. Another power play goal for the Sceptres, and we're tied at 2.
Wow, that's some pretty good puck movement. And how good has Hannah Miller been this season, and specifically on the power play? And she comes down that right side, gets a beauty pass from Emma Malte. Daryl Watts into the zone. Emma Malte reads that cross pass. And a beauty shot. That's just quick on and off the tape in a hurry. Hannah Miller down on one knee, rips that puck.
Chance at one end, goal at the other. And now it's back-to-back games for the Sceptres with multiple power play goals.
That's when you start to say to yourself, you can't take penalties when you see a power play like this. Really on both sides, Montreal's been so good as well that you've got to stay out of the penalty box or you know you're going to pay. And they've found the seam a couple times, but then it's corralling that puck because you know you got to zip it across with some pace for it to go tape to tape and get through. Montreal's had some good sticks to break up some of those plays. Malte zips that through. Miller, beauty shot. She has been so good for this team this year.
Toronto 2 for 3 tonight on the power play and looking for more. That puck is batted away by Montreal, but once again couldn't clear. Malte picked up an assist along with Watts. Watts has the puck. Toe drag shot. What a save from Chuli. Rebound is loose. Some kind of release there from Daryl Watts. Back up at the point. McKinnon shot off of the goalpost. Maybe Chuli got a piece as well on the redirect. Delayed offside as Carter just dumps it back in, but two very close calls.
Starting with Watts and the patience she has to move laterally, draw that puck in, find the shot lane.
You can hear a pin drop now in this building as Toronto once again bringing its next wave of attack. 5:40 to go. Here's a turnover. Derek Gray looks towards the net. Back up top. Barnes shot on goal. Big rebound in front off of Campbell. Comes to George. There's a hard check. Penalty coming up. Goaltender to the bench for the extra attacker. Dubois shot that was off the toe of her stick and wide. 6 on 5. Barnes, lots of room, looks to shoot, fakes the shot, tries to dish it in tight, and where is the puck? And behind the goal, another penalty. There's going to be a double penalty here against Toronto as Dubois was tripped up in behind the goal. Here's Barnes, shot gloved away by Campbell. A real mess right now in Toronto's zone, and I believe there's 2 calls coming up. We'll confirm that in a second, but a huge response shift from the Victoire, but Miller's goal is tied it at 2. Power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel Paper Towel. Talked about Toronto's power play and how hot it's been, but Montreal has been rolling right along as well with goals in 4 straight games.
That's a huge face-off win for Toronto, too. They did not have the personnel on the ice because of the no escape rule. They got everybody off.
So late stages here in period number 2. Tied hockey game. Barnes in on the backhand, dumps it in deep. Harmon there first and hammers it all the way down the ice.
For getting in quick on that, forcing Chuli to make a play.
Ambrose drops the puck off to Marie-Philippe Poulin. Winds away to the neutral zone, skates in over the line, back to Aaron Ambrose, who thought about the shot, instead plays it over to Gardner. Up top again, this time down low. Stacey spins away. Pressure came quickly off the puck. Another penalty coming up. This one is controlled by Gardner, and it looks like there's going to be a Montreal penalty here. So that's the second time tonight that Montreal's taken itself off the power play.
And this will give Toronto the advantage in a minute to go back onto the power play.
Which is 2 of 3 tonight. First, yes, we have to play 4-on-4 for 58 seconds.
First, take Stacey out as well, who's one of your top penalty killers.
Nurse wins the draw to the side. Big save from Chuli as the puck came back to Sarah Nurse in below the goal line. Comes to Allie Monroe. 4-on-4, lots of room. Monroe works her way up the half wall, tries to fend off Ambrose, still in behind the goal. Finally, Monroe goes down. That frees up the puck, and Gardner overskated it for a second, almost turned it over. Does well to get it back out to the neutral zone. Here's the Montreal captain, Poulin. Back up top. Gardner looks to shoot, now lets it go, and Campbell makes the save.
Just 41 seconds on this power play right now, so face-off would allow Toronto to get set up. If Montreal can get the puck down the ice, it'd be a lot more difficult in that limited amount of time.
Shots 9-5 Sceptres in the second period, 25-16 in the contest. Speaking of that one draw, there it is. Hannah Miller goes cross ice, although Watts just couldn't locate that puck. It went off of her stick and then spun her around. Puck cleared up the wall, but not out, held in by Nurse. Plays it over to that far side. Fast thought about the shot, ran out of room in below the goal line. Watts comes out at the half wall, looks towards the goal, down to Sarah Nurse. Power play looking dangerous, centering pass in front. Chuli made a save, and the rebound was poked just wide. Comfort again coming close. Already scored once on the power play. 3 seconds to go, though. This puck is dished out. Stacey's raring to get out of the penalty box, and there she is. Laura Stacey in over the line, makes one move, makes a second move, And then runs out of room and just dumps the puck in deep for Grant Mentis. Fast though, beater to the puck and behind the goal. Taken by Nurse.
Almost had a 2-on-1 coming out of the penalty box. Grant Mentis took off for the net.
Fast. Plays a soft backhand pass right in her own end. Gets away with it out to the neutral zone with 90 seconds to go in period number 2. Oh, there's a big check as Izzy Daniel met Aaron Ambrose and just got clocked. Poulain's in. Drops it off for Boreen. Little chip play. Comes back to the point. Aaron Ambrose is there. Fires the puck over. Ambrose gets it back. Top of the point. Poulain makes one move. Tries to go the other way. Shot towards the goal. Wanted a tip. Campbell has got it through a screen and a little pushing and shoving in front.
Love the way she rolled there. Her stick free, her body turned in the right direction.
Minute 4 to go in this middle stanza. Another draw won by the Sceptres in behind the goal. Up to Malte, who couldn't clear, and then it goes aerial right in front of the Montreal bench. Boulier's back in her own end with Tabin. And de Boulier with the neutral zone, takes a bump, gets the puck in. Turnbull is there for Toronto. 40 seconds to go. Pass is neatly cut off by Murphy, who made it 2-1 earlier in the second period off of a nice feed from Stacey. This puck is dumped all the way down the ice. Icing is waved off. Montreal trying to get its players off the ice. Once again, a close call. Stacey's out over the boards again. A lot of ice time in her return. Wins a puck battle. Up top, looking towards the goal. No shot comes from the point. Standing below the goal line. Centering pass in front, and that one whipped wide of the target by Gardner. Another puck that's knocked down, and a shot comes from Barnes. Barnes gets it back, tries to go in front again. That one dangerously off the toe of Monroe, and time runs out in period number 2. Guess what? We're going to the third in a tie game. Apologies for a couple of technical difficulties there, but we are back on track and set for period number 3. And here's a chance for Nurse quickly and towards the goal. Shot, rebound. Chuli makes the save. The rebound is loose. The first was blocked in front, and then Chuli made a great save. Here's Boreen as a frantic pace brings us into period 3. Boreen's shot is off of a leg and wide of the goal. 2 rushes in 22 seconds, Becky.
Just the way this game has been. Chances at either end of the ice, but how about Sarah Nurse? Once again, that hand-eye coordination. Shoots the puck, it gets blocked, picks it up right away, and gets a second shot opportunity.
Turnbull skates in over the line, chases after the puck, finally poked away by Ambrose. Centering feed in front to Comfer, who has goals in back-to-back games, including tonight. Sent towards Comfer, right on the edge of the crease. Now a backhand centering feed, right in front. Chuli, big save. Oh, reaction stop, kicking out the left pad. Here's Stacey, already a pair of assists in the game, but decides not to go for the goal, instead to wrap it around the horseshoe to Murphy. That duo connected earlier in the second period for the 2-1 goal. In below the goal line. Tripped up play continues on. That's Boulier back out to the neutral zone. The partner Tabin waits for the puck there. And once again, the Victoire get it in deep.
The story right now in this third period has been Elaine Chuli. Couple massive saves for her team.
Turned over by the Sceptres towards the front of the goal. Turnbull gets it back and plays it in behind for Monroe. Minute 30 gone in period number 3. Another Toronto turnover. Dalton gets it in deep to O'Neill. Takes a bump along the boards. Cycle continues on. Back up to the point. Taken back by the Victoire. Backhand move in front. Rolls on the crossbar and somehow stays out. Campbell made the first save, but that rebound danced across the crossbar. Now it comes back to the point. Barnes is there. Cross ice to Wilgren. Shot towards the goal. It's a flutter shot that is up over top of the goal. Off the side of the net. Campbell forced into a pad. Save in tight. Chance from behind the goal, and that's a Monroe penalty that's coming up. It's going to be on the cross check.
This is what starts to happen when a team puts another one under pressure. Montreal with all sorts of pressure. This deep pair's been hemmed in for quite a while, and they take a penalty. Chances at both ends of the ice. Sarah Nurse coming down, shoots this one off the block, and then puts it on net. Chuli with a huge save. Blair Turnbull with the next opportunity just turns, fires once again. Elaine Shuley coming up big. How about this third line for Montreal? They have been so good. All sorts of pressure they're putting on Toronto right now. There's your penalty. Ali Monroe, little cross check. The power play goes back to work.
0 for 2 tonight. This power play is brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel, Paper Towel. Power through tough messes. This dangerous Montreal unit on the ice, looking for the lead again. It's back up to Ambrose. Dishes over to that far side. Comes back to Ambrose. Shot tipped in front. Never got through. And Gosling is there to whack it down the ice.
All sorts of traffic in front, but Ambrose gets that shot off quickly. Just that quick shot to see if she can catch Campbell having to move from side to side.
To the neutral zone. Dubois, big presence on this power play. Skates in over the line. It's finally taken back. Now to the neutral zone. Ambrose has to backtrack there. Has O'Neill. And Montreal resets.
Ambrose knew she had to hurry on that one. And Emma Malte bearing in on her.
Kayla Barnes. 5 power play assists on the year, leading all rookies in that category. Gets the puck in deep, spinning backhand pass. That was cut down by Toronto. In below the goal line. It's taken there. Collision in behind the goal. Puck gets to the line, but not out. Comes back to Barnes. Barnes trades places with Gardner. The pass, though, too far for Poulin. And the crowd groans at that as this Montreal power play with 40 seconds to go has to retreat to its own line. Poulin makes a couple of moves. Skates in on the right wing. Marie-Philippe Poulin drops it off to Barnes. Quick pass over to Stacey. Now Montreal is in business. No shot comes from Stacey. Back up top to Barnes. She'll let it go. That's glancing off of a body and wide. Hard check comes from Fast, who's really delivered some serious body checks tonight. And it frees up the puck out to the neutral zone. Stacey is slow to the bench.
I think Renata Fast going for the league lead right now in hits. She's dangerously close to it, but she's had a bunch tonight.
Taken away by Miller, who's got a goal and an assist tonight. Another productive outing. 7 points in the last 5 games. Skates in over the line, and that does it. For the power play, Monroe out of the penalty box. Montreal 0 for 3 on the power play. In deep, Lavelle tried to chip it open to an open side. That didn't work, and Montreal peels off. Chipped out to the neutral zone. Boulier waits for it there. Pass for Keppel too far, and Toronto dumps this puck back in, approaching the 5-minute mark. Here in this third period, you could cut the tension in here with a knife.
This fan base wants another win. They don't care that they're already in first place. They want that separation.
I think anytime you get Montreal and Toronto, it's more than just the 3 points or the 2 points or whatever it might be.
Well, fair enough. The rivalry extends all through hockey.
Grant Manchis is in over the line, takes the shot. That was blocked. Second opportunity. Skates in behind the goal. Fights off of the check from McKinnon. Back to the point. Here's Tabin. Looks towards the goal. Puck in front. Dangerously bouncing around. And just swatted away at the last second by Campbell. Tabin again on the backhand. Centering feet in front. Grant Manchis had to go through the skates and out the other side. Close call. She was open. Taken back by Turnbull, who curls back in behind her own net. Montreal starting a change, and there's the outlet feed. It's tipped in by Gosling. Keep an eye on Laura Stacey, Becky, who was slow to the bench after that heavy check from Fast.
It was a huge hit, and Renata Fast, who has been very, very physical in this game tonight.
Stacey back on the ice after taking a hard bump earlier in the period. Dubois tries to get the puck out. McKinnon said no to that, dumps it back in. Temple hard on the puck, then goes down. Ambrose is there to follow up for the Victoire, and it passes out to the neutral zone, and Dubois offers skate to the neutral zone, or to the Toronto blue line, but not much further than that. To George, gets it back. Tabin is in over the line, looks towards the goal, circles in behind, centering feed in front, taken back by Comfort, away from danger, and Toronto just a soft backhand play out to the neutral zone. Stacey's there, gets a fortune of bounce off of the official, scores! What a return! Stacey makes it 3-2 Montreal.
You knew this play was dangerous as soon as she entered the zone. She's a right-handed shooter. She's coming down the left side. And when she's able to come in and cut to the middle and get this shot off, it's a real problem for Toronto. She's got that time and space, pulls the puck in, and she just rips this one to give them the lead. We said before, she's done everything in twos tonight. Is this just the first one of the third period, or will Toronto be able to shut her down now?
Not one, not two, but 3 points for Laura Stacey in her return from a 3-game absence. Picked it up off of the bounce and ripped it top corner, glove side. And Montreal leads again. They have a way with pulling out these tight games. Now there's 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go in regulation. 4th of the season for Stacey. This is offside again. Nadia Spooner is close, has been on the road trip for the past 2 games.
Practicing in a normal jersey, so obviously the progression being in a non-cap and singing again. I like the girls just want to have fun.
Viral moments here. She's have a pretty good playlist. She's got all the big hits.
Oh, either that or a decent voice.
Back to the point. McKinnon pushes the puck over. Carter gets it in deep, taken by the other number 23. That's Ambrose for Montreal. Doesn't go far with the puck though. Taken back. Watts trying to spin away from defenders. O'Neill takes her down. That's going to be a penalty. And the dangerous Toronto power play is going to get its 5th chance tonight to try and even up the game.
Well, this is something you don't see as often, which is Kristen O'Neill taking the penalty. She's usually the one drawing the penalty. Toronto back to the power play. Toronto's done some really good work down low between Daryl Watts and Emma Malte, winning those battles. O'Neill just grabs onto Watts, pulls her down. There's your penalty. Watts gives her a little shot back. I think when the whistle blew, Watts thought maybe she was going to the penalty box, but it's going to be O'Neill.
Well, Toronto even the hockey game on the power play in the 2nd period with a snipe from Miller. Is there another chapter, or will this Montreal penalty kill a big one off? Miller's got the puck right back on the ice. O'Neill 2 for Holvig. 3rd period power play. It's a massive moment in this hockey game. Comes back to Fast. Over to Miller. Lets the shot go. It's a high, hard one. Rattles off the glass. Comfort in deep to Daryl Watts. Pressure comes from Ambrose, and the puck is taken by Keppel. Tries to clear it the first time, and the second time it does get out. This power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel Paper Towel, as Toronto has to regroup in its own end. Fast quickly to the neutral zone. A drop pass to Watts. Daryl Watts poke check by the great Marie-Philippe Poulin. Nobody's covering that far point, and that's going to allow Montreal to get out, and it's down the ice again.
Toronto a few times looking to change the point of attack by just that rimming that puck. Nobody's home that last opportunity, but it's a good way to get the puck out of pressure.
Turnbull pushed the puck a little bit too far, and that is costly. More time off the clock, 50 seconds to go in the power play. 2 power play goals tonight for the Sceptres. Is there a third, just like 2 nights ago in Minnesota?
Well, that was pretty impressive in Minnesota, and it was Renata Fast at the end of the game to tie the game up. Very similar situation.
Malte lost her stick and is then sent down hard to the ice, has to hustle to the bench. Comes back to Harmon. Drop pass into the middle. Gosling a drive, and it's right on, and Chewy has been great tonight. Another key stop.
She's got to see that one through traffic. Blair Turnbull is right there in front of her. Julia Gosling does a nice job, gets his puck through. Lots of traffic to the net. Blair Turnbull just making sure she takes away the eyes, trying to get a tip on this puck. Gosling gets it through. Once again, Elaine Shuley with a big save. Marie-Philippe Poulin, who's been pretty solid in the dot this year for this team. Just under 56%.
Wins another draw. However, Toronto wins the puck battle. Puck hops on the Sceptres, and that's a tough break for Carter, who has to retreat back into her own zone. Turnbull leaves it for Megan Carter. Chips the puck just to an open side. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Big save from Chuli, and Montreal's penalty kill does the rest as O'Neill steps out of the penalty area with the one shot on goal. Here comes fast, in, glove save, Chuli. Holding the fort, late stages, 5:37 to go. Montreal up by a goal.
What a night so far for Laura Stacey. In her return after 3 games off, she's got a goal, a pair of assists.
And that goal standing up right now as the difference. 5:30 to go. Montreal just killed off a big power play as well, and she's at it again. Stacey crashes in and behind the goal. Taken back by the Sceptres. Nurse. Will she have a role going forward? A hard check on Malte, who is taken up hard against the boards. Left to Poulin. Poulin's got speed on a chip play. Marie-Philippe Poulin, toe drag, shot saved by Campbell. Went down to the butterfly and poked it away.
Well played by Savannah Harmon. That's not an easy one-on-one.
Fast. 1-on-5. Takes the shot. Chuli makes the save. The rebound swept to the line. Youngbloom is there to chop at it. Does get out to the neutral zone. Comfort is there. Likes to play back to fast. Chipped ahead again by O'Neill. In behind the goal. Harmon's pass. Up the near side wall. Comfort. Passing behind everybody, but comes to Julia Gosling with some speed. Into Turtle. Backhand shot. Stopped again by Chuli. Centering pass in front, and Comfort was right there, just over her stick. In deep now. Little back pass in between the legs. Comes to the far side. Puck sent to the point. Gosling's able to keep it in. Just wheels it back. Toronto starts to change with 4:10 to go in regulation. Montreal 3, Toronto 2. Dumped in again. This one an icing call, though, as the Victoire didn't get to the red line. So a key face-off coming up again. Finally, the draw one, centering pass right to the mouth of the crease. Out the other side, tip towards the goal and just wide. Shot came from Flanagan, hit a couple of sticks in front. O'Neill takes the aerial route, and once again it's down the ice, and Montreal gets all 5 players off the ice.
Well, it's just a matter of getting a stick on one of those pucks. Flanagan with a nice quick shot.
3:40 to go in this third period. Dalton is back. Slow pass. Didn't quite ring out there. Centering pass in front. They score. Watts has tied up the game. Off a Montreal turnover, the Sceptres are even.
That's got to feel good for Daryl Watts. Her last goal was January 8th. She's been on a drought. She finally gets one. Last time she scored was against this Montreal team. On a beautiful feed, she's wide open in front. Good job through the neutral zone and great work on the forecheck. That's Emma Malte again. She gets in quick on the forecheck. Creates separation. Those are the little things, and that's why she's on this line. They knew she'd be F1. They knew she'd wreak havoc. She does. Watts there, Johnny on the spot. She ties us up.
Well, how about the reaction from the Toronto bench? Watts, her first in 5 games. It's a massive one. It's late in the third period, and it comes off of another turnover. And here's another chance off the rush. In over the line, shot towards the goal. Chuli makes the save, and it comes to Miller. Miller dumps the puck in behind. Taken by Connors. Connors tries to get it back up to the point. It's a dangerous pitch by Harmon, and the puck now coming back the other way with Poulin. Flip play looking for Stacey, who's just able to chip it in a little bit further. Watts from Nurse, the scoring at 16:27 of the third period. Fast is in. Blocker save again from Chuli. Comes to the far side, Turnbull. 1-on-3, taken down, looks around for a call. None this time. Back to Flanagan, looks to shoot, blocked again in front. That one from Gardner. He's able to chip it to the line, but once again not out. Toronto hungry for that go-ahead goal. They've erased deficits both in the second and third period. Here's Comfort, hard centering pass. Boulier was waiting for it, but once again can't quite get it out. This is though going to be a souvenir for a fan back in the 20th row. It's turned into a 4-2 Montreal win. Watts' third of the season has us even at 3.
At some point, the floodgates are going to open for her. She's had a lot of shot opportunities. She's had a lot of really good chances.
In over the line, Montreal will dump it in. DeGeorgian on the forecheck, but it's turned back quickly. Here's Nurse, who picked up the assist on that last goal, now on a 3-game point streak. In below the goal line, Anna Wilgren takes her down to the ice, and once again back out to the neutral zone, and hops on Gosling. And Toronto will reset with Carter. Chip play to the neutral zone. Comfort, full speed, takes the puck on the left side, hammers on the brakes, looks around in front. Turnbull was there, couldn't pull the trigger, and gobbled up by Gardner. 90 seconds to go in regulation. Poulin stopped their own line by Comfort. He's had a really good night.
She's having a good season for this team.
Chipped in. Here's Poulin. Has a step towards the goal. Off the post. Penley is on the way. Back up top. Goaltender to the bench for the extra attacker. Finally poked away. The burst of speed from Poulin. It's going to give Montreal a late third period power play.
Well, just when you thought maybe this game was going to be over.
What a chance.
What an opportunity. That burst of speed and the strength to battle and get inside position on Gosling, and then throws his puck on net off the post.
She ends up in the net, but the puck off the iron. A minute and 8 seconds. It's going to be hang on for dear life for the Sceptres. And Montreal losing the draw. It's all the way down the ice. Julie will reset the power play. 1 minute to go in the third period.
Well, that got Toronto the change they needed, so now the Emma Maltais, one of the best penalty killers on this team or in the league, is on the ice.
Power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel, Paper Towel. It resets in the neutral zone, but one extra move puts this power play offside.
Emma Maltais, and what a game she's having, doing the things that make her one of the best in the world, and Troy Ryan would say at being a pest. Getting in on the forecheck, breaking up plays, killing penalties.
Draw one in the neutral zone. 40 seconds to go. Barnes is on the ice. So is Poulin. The big guns, including Jennifer Gardner, who takes the puck on the far side, takes the body check from Carter, but gets around it. Didn't skate onto the puck, though, but Poulin is there. Power play works on the near side. Youngbloom bodied off the puck. Fast is there. Youngbloom gives chase. Stacey on the ice as well. A three-point night. She's been in on all three Montreal goals. Fast won the puck battle for a second. Carter swings and misses on the clearing. In below the goal line again. 10 seconds to go. A hard clearing attempt held in by Poulin. 5 seconds to go in the third period. Turnbull just plays the puck to an open side. Now we will play overtime for the second time this year between these two.
Well, would you expect anything less?
Overtime on the way. A late goal from Watts brings us to a 3-3 tie, but Montreal on the power play when we return. Here's how it works. 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. If nobody scores, we go into a penalty shootout. 5 shooters per team. Of course, shooters can shoot multiple times, which provides even a little bit more drama.
It didn't take Laura Stacey very long to end the last one in overtime. The speed she has, Toronto with a turnover, and she pounced.
So here we go, 3-on-3. Who wants an extra point tonight in Montreal? Stacey leads the rush in over the line, but hammered up on the blue line. A 1-on-2 battle. Turnbull. Clearing attempt goes off the official. Comes to the far side. Barnes is there. Dumps it in deep. Fast. First player back. Leaves it there. And this one is off of the ice and all the way down the ice. And again, 4-on-3 for another 20 seconds with this power play.
Montreal can get in and get set up. A 4-on-3, like you said, is a very dangerous advantage.
Ambrose leads the rush. His teammates change. Puts on the brakes. Gets the puck to Boreen. Plays over to Gardner. Now this power play sets it up. Looking for the winner tonight. Towards the goal. Down to the goal line. In front. Campbell the save, and she's got the rebound.
Maureen on the back door, and she's dangerous from down there. We see her there quite often on the 5-on-4. She just looks to stuff this one. Campbell makes the save. She holds that post. She's nice and strong. Gets pads down, makes the save. Maureen, who, again, her on the power play. What an addition to this team. Campbell with the save.
Stacey and Barnes join her for the Victoire. Right off the draw. Shot hammered off a stick and wide. In behind the goal. Flanagan starts to rush up. Maltais quickly bodied off the puck by Poulin, who's in full speed. circles back. Long pass ahead, misses Stacey. It's all the way down the ice. Campbell likes to come out of the goal, sweeps it away. Barnes gets it in deep for Stacey. Laura Stacey on the backhand towards the goal, tied up by Turnbull. Puck comes to the corner. It's now a 2-on-2 battle. 3:20 to go in this overtime period. Puck is wedged up against the wall, and the referees decide that's enough of that. Toronto controls, looking for its first overtime win on the season. Here's Watts in over the line, looks towards that, takes the shot. Truly is in. Rebound is in front and fast, so close to the winner. Back up top again, right in the heart of the slot. Back again, and the shot from Nurse. That one was blocked down in front. Back up top to Nurse. In front, truly the same without a goal stick, and somehow dives across. A brilliant effort from Montreal's goaltender.
Truly just waiting till it's safe to go grab that stick. What a save. An opportunity for Toronto when you get a goaltender without her stick in her hands.
Ambrose, last defender back, has got to be careful as the truly chance rained down in Laval.
It's got to feel good.
Gardner in on the rush, cuts towards the slot, crisscrosses. Harmon stays right with her, feeds the puck back, shot towards the goal. Campbell a save, and once again, Boreen right on the doorstep.
Well, Toronto with a chance at one end of the ice, just not able to connect on this one. Throws that puck on, Truly looking maybe for shot and rebound. That's a beautiful save. Renata Fast, who's jumped in back door. Sarah Nurse feeds that pass. Toronto with a flurry of opportunities. Of course, Montreal with one of their own. Some really nice crisscrossing as they came into the zone to confuse coverage.
36 saves on the night for Chuli. 2:10 left in the overtime period. It's been a good one so far. Toronto has had a big kill, now working its way out. Malte is in over the line, but doesn't have much of an angle. Plays the puck back to the captain, Turnbull. Turnbull and Malte unable to keep the pressure on, so Malte will look at Poulin and spin back in her own end. Flanagan is there, but facing pressure for both Stacey and Poulin. Here's Malte, looks around, in on the rush, towards the middle, shot blocked by Barnes. Hops to the corner, 1:40 to go. Here comes Poulin. Captain clutch, out to the neutral zone, skates in over the line, looks for help, played back, Barnes is there, had a lean towards the net, but didn't take it. Likes to pass off as Montreal's got a change going on. Boreen, backhand saucer into the slot, that's picked off. Here comes Renata Fast, skates in over the line, looks towards goal, lets it go, Chewy, a glove save. What a night for Elaine Chewy.
On both ends of the ice, players looking to see if they can get this 2-on-1 to develop, and both times the back check is too strong, so Renata Fast has to take this shot. Comfort pulls up, she knows she's not going to beat Montreal to the net. Natalie Spooner was hoping her team was going to end it here.
All the stress.
So right hard there when you're not on the ice.
1:16 to go, draw one back. Here's Harmon towards the goal, shot partially blocked. In behind the net, Miller gives chase, taken out by Montreal. A chance to skate with Kristen O'Neill, but not for long. As Miller backtracking, gets the puck back to Savannah Harmon. Harmon spins back into her own end. Last minute of play in overtime. LaBelle goes back to Wilgren. Pass ahead to O'Neill, bodied up again by Harmon. Gave her no time and no space. 40 seconds to go. Once again, a puck battle ensues right in front of the Victoire bench. All three Toronto players in the area, although Miller backs off. That's a smart call as Ambrose was pinching up. 30 seconds to go in OT. Here's Poulin, off of the rush. NPP to Gardner, in the middle, lots of space, lets it go. Campbell to save, leaves a big rebound, quickly taken by Harmon in behind the goal.
Nice move by Jennifer Gardner to get to the middle of the ice.
Given away to Poulin, here she comes, in off the rush. Back check comes quickly from Watts, takes her to the corner. That's a good play from Daryl Watts after that turnover. Poulin, not much time left though, in fact no time, and we will go to a shootout at Place Bell tonight.
Well, what a game this one has been. These two rivals.
0 for 2 in the shootout this year. Takes the puck at center ice, and here we go. Stacey in on Campbell, scores! Early advantage, Montreal.
This is a great move. She comes in wide, but she comes with speed. She fakes that shot. Looks like she's going to go far side, but she opens the 5-hole and slides it through. And that move works because of the speed that she used coming down. She makes the goalie have to react quicker than she wants to.
So here comes Toronto with Hannah Miller. In on Chuli to try and tie it up. No, missed the net. Montreal retains its advantage. It won't count as a second goal officially for Stacey, but what a night it's been.
That's been a great night. What a comeback for Laura Stacey after just a few games off.
Here's the captain, looking to put Montreal up by a pair. Marie-Philippe Poulin in, stopped by Campbell.
Well, nice save from Kristen Campbell. Very similar move. She's coming in from the opposite side. The left-handed shooter coming in wide, just looking to see if she can make Campbell bite, trying to pull it to the back post. Campbell stays with her.
Nurse scored in the shootout 2 days ago in Minnesota. 1-for-1 on the year. Takes the puck in over the line. Nurse stops. Never got a good handle on it, and Chuli makes the save.
Just mishandled that puck a little bit as she was coming in. I think it threw off the move that she was looking for. Chuli gets the save. Comes in, stick handle, mishandle. Throws that shot on goal.
Here's Murphy, scored tonight. Takes her time, winds in over the line, towards the goal. Stopped by Campbell. All three Montreal players have looked 5-hole.
Well, they must see something. You're absolutely right. She's looking to slide this one through the 5-hole as she comes in right down the middle. Fake the shot.
And on that puck at the end, here's Gosling to try and even it up. Toronto's third shooter in towards the goal, scores! We're all tied at 1 apiece in this shootout.
Some nifty hands when she gets in tight, Julia Gosling. She had a shootout goal way back in preseason where she showed that off, coming in with some real confidence, nice wide base, and then she sees the space and she rips it.
Here's Ambrose, 0 for 2 in the shootout this year. Trying to give Montreal the lead again. Stopped by Campbell.
Campbell with another nice save, staying strong as Ambrose comes in. I always love when they throw a couple defenders into the shootout. Ambrose comes in, head up, looks to rip it on the forehand. Campbell makes a save.
Watts tied the game late in the third period. Can she give Toronto the lead? The fourth shooter of this shootout is in. Off of the bar. It stayed out. Bottom of the crossbar. No goal.
A beautiful shot. A little bit of a different approach. She comes in nice and slow to see if she can get Chuli to back into the net and rips it.
It's going to be Poulin for the second time tonight. Here comes MPP. In, backhand, scores! What a finish!
That's where Mama keeps the cookies. Upstairs on the backhand. You knew you were going to see her more than once. Comes in at the angle, forehand, opens the stick up. It's opening that stick that sells the move, pulls it to the backhand, finds that spot upstairs.
And now Izzy Daniel has to score for Toronto, otherwise it is over. Daniel, the rookie, in, missed the nets, and Montreal's won it tonight. What a night in Montreal. Back and forth we went. Stacey's return was a memorable one, as she's in on all 3 goals and also scores in the shootout. Montreal wins it tonight. They've won all 3 against Toronto this year. On behalf of all our hard-working crew, thanks for joining us, and good night from Montreal.